Hi, I'm Toni Haber, New York City's penthouse specialist, and today we're in my friend Jeff's penthouse garden. One of my favorites in New York City, designed by Bonnie Belay, leading landscape designer and horticulturist. Bonnie is a great friend and also a published poet. Bonnie has created some of the most spectacular garden terraces, from formal gardens on the most narrow terraces to townhouse gardens. And now I get to let you in on the magic she creates with her garden architecture and design. Bonnie, I love the idea of outdoor rooms, but not exactly sure how it works.
In this space, we have 3 outdoor rooms. We have a very open outdoor room in the front, which is a conversation area. We have an enclosed area in the dining room where we want to give a sense of enclosure and a sense of privacy while you eat. And in the very back, we have chairs to sit in the sun.
I really like the room you and Jeff created with the mirror. What made you come up with that?
Well, the mirror was already something Jeff owned on his last terrace, and that seemed the perfect place to put it. And then I used those beautiful weeping Norway spruce to frame the mirror.
It's excellent. It's really beautiful.
It's really cute.
You did such an outstanding job picking the diverse mixture of trees. How did you go about doing that?
Well, in this planting, I've used pines, I've used Chamaecyparis at both ends, and I've used birch trees. They give you a combination of evergreens, a combination of textures, and even though their birch trees are deciduous, they have beautiful bark so that you have something to look at in the winter. Texture is very important when you work with garden material. The Chamaecyparis have a very light, lacy texture, a very soft texture. The birches are deciduous and they give you an entirely different texture because they're not an evergreen. And the pines have long blue needles.
Bonnie, what about wind?
Wind is very important in 2 ways. In backyard gardens where there's a lack of air circulation, you can have a lot of trouble growing anything at all. And on a terrace, you can have trouble growing something that would normally grow in a country environment, but because it's much windier on a terrace, something like a holly or a variegated holly will not grow in a planter.
Bonnie, choosing the right planters can be tough. They need to be aesthetically pleasing and functional. What made you and Ethan choose the planters for Jeff's terrace?
Jeff specifically wanted meadow planters. The planters he had had on his last terrace were wood, and they had completely fallen apart when he had left the terrace.
I've seen wood on a lot of terraces. Is wood the way to go?
Wood is usually inexpensive, and if you're going to live there for 5 years, that's fine. But if you intend on staying at the same address, you're probably going to have to change them in 5 to 8 years after you put them in.
So these planters last more than 5 to 8 years?
Planters are steel. They're going to last forever. Fiberglass is also a very good choice.
Bonnie, thank you so much. I always learn so much from you. You did an outstanding job on Jeff's terrace, and I'm always learning from you.
Thank you so much.
So if you'd like to contact Bonnie or myself, please do so anytime, and thank you for watching.